Good afternoon, guys. We're here again with another lesson. We're at lesson number 6. And we're here today to have an exciting lesson. And I also hope you guys are all doing fine and is ready for the new week that is coming up ahead of you. Today here in New York City is a little bit rainy. There's snow in the forecast, but everything is good as far as I'm concerned. I'm inside and I'm warm, and I hope everybody's inside, or if they're outside, they're keeping safe. And now I will start the lesson. And first, I will do brief as to what to expect during this lesson. First, we'll start with the introduction to Patois, and it's like the history of Patois. And then we'll go into warm it up, and then we'll go into nam it up, and then we'll go into spit it out, and then we'll conclude. And that's how we'll do the lesson on a weekly basis. So now we'll start with the introduction, and we'll go straight into the history of Patois. So last week the last lesson we discussed that the Jamaican Patois is heavily influenced by the Akan language, and this language is from the Akan people. Also, there are other languages that influence Patois, but I'm just bringing forward this one language with it, which is the Akan language, and there are a lot of words that we speak in Jamaica that is influenced by the Akan language. In next lesson, I will go into other languages and, get the Patois words that those other language are of influence to. So first, I'll talk about the ackee, which is very popular in Jamaica. It's classified as a fruit, and it is cooked with mainly saltfish, but we cook it with other things also, like salted pork, chicken, and other things. It all depends on what you want to do with it, but it is considered our national dish when eaten with ackee. So it's cooked with ackee, and that's our national dish. That's an Akan word, ackee. Dotty, dotty, and that's dotty in Spanish, and it mean not Spanish, but in Patois, and it means soil, sand, or dirt. Afu, which is an Akan word, and afu is a yam in Jamaica. And Nancy is an Akan word, and it means the trickster and cunning spider from the folklore Anansi stories, which teaches morals. Bissy. And Bissy is the name, the biological name for Bissy is cola nut. And this is used as a tea in Jamaica to treat poison. And a lot of people drink it just as a regular tea in the mornings. Um, Dukunu is also an Akan word, and it is a pudding. It is in Jamaica, it's a pudding, or we call it blue draws, and it's a sweet dessert. Um, Jinal is a con man, and that's Jinal is also an Akan word. Um, Kaba Kaba is also one of the Akan word, and it means worthless. And we'll move on to the next page, which is a continuation. Mumu is also an Akan word. It's also a Patois word, and it means dumb and stupid. Poto poto, the same. It means mud or muddy. Nyam, which is on slide number 6, and nyam is to eat, as in slide number 6 where I introduced that word nyam. It means to eat, and it's an Akan word, and it's also Patois word. So we'll move on to the next slide, which is warm it up. And as usual, in Warm It Up, I introduce words to you, and, words that we use, very popular words that we use in Jamaica. And in this session, I'll talk about expression of surprise. So a lot of times some things happen in Jamaica and you need to express yourself. And so I'll go ahead and start. So the first one is like somebody say something to you and it seems shocking. You like, me mama, me box cover, dog nyam your supper. Like, take for instance, somebody, somebody did something wrong, and you went and you were talking to someone, telling them that you did something wrong and whatever, and the person would say, dog nyam your supper, meaning you're in a lot of trouble. Ratted, gue, tande, tandede, me God, massimi massa, massa God, move from your so. Blouse and skirt, back foot, cock fart, choman, kiss me neck back, coulda, hear ya, Lord of mercy, tande or tandede. So there's a lot more to this expression of surprise. There's so many of them. I just give you a few so you can have an understanding as to how Jamaican uh, express themselves when they are surprised. So we'll move on to the next session, which is Nyamita. And in this session, I usually introduce a folk song, and I'll repeat the words of the folk song, and then I'll tell you the meaning of the patois words within the folk song. So this folk song is called Bad Mind People. I'm not going to sing it again. I cannot sing. And also, I don't know this tune. So even if I could try to sing it, I don't know the tune of this song. So here goes. I don't know. I don't know why some people bad-minded so. I don't know. I don't know why some people bad-minded so. If you hot your head, I'm sorry. If you hold your head in the ear, them say you're feisty and fresh, me dear. And if you're friendly with them, me love, them say a dry yas you want for scrub. If you got enough money for spend, them say a thief it, that you thief it, and then if you're broke and out of luck, them say a worthless why make you so broke. If you're single and by yourself, bad-minded people say you're on shelf. And if you're married, you make a big catch, or else the two are uno no match. If you're fat and you're looking well, bad-minded say you are swell. And if you're mager and looking thin, them say consumption or ride your skin. If you dress up and wear good clothes, bad-minded people say you are pose. And if one day you not change your frock, them call you poor thing and naked back. So you see, it's like you can't do nothing to please people, right? But we always have something for that, huh? Okay, so we'll move on to the bad-minded people translation, and I try to just, make up my own thing here and try to translate it to the best I know. And so here goes. I don't know why some people bad-minded so. I don't know why some people bad-minded so. If you hold your head in the air, they say you feisty and fresh, my dear. And if you're friendly with them, my love, they say a dry yours you want to scrub. If you have plenty money to spend, they say you are a thief. And then if you are out of money and out of luck, they say you are worthless and why you are out of money. If you are single and by yourself, bad minded people say you are on shelf. And if you are married, you make big catch, or else the two of you do not match. If you are fat and you are looking well, bad-minded people say you are swelling. And if you are slim and look thin, they say you have consumption. And consumption in Jamaica is tuberculosis. Um, if you are dressed, if you dress and wear good clothes, bad-minded people say you are posing. And if one day you do not change your dress, they call you poor thing and they call you poor thing. That should not be there. Anyway, so that's that for how bad-minded people, they don't know, what you can't do anything to please people as far as I am concerned. So that's what with that folk song. I'm sure the tune and the singing of it is pretty interesting. But I don't know it. I've never heard it before. I found this one on Google and I'll definitely have to go and listen to the tune one of these days. So we'll move on to the next slide, which is Spit It Out. And this is the time when you're able to communicate with me via the comment section if you're on, or if you want to communicate later when you get on to watch this Patois lesson number 6. So I think I'm not seeing anybody here right now making a comment. So what I'll do, I'll um, put out some questions and I will wait for the answers maybe in another lesson or so. So have you ever heard any of the popular Jamaican expression or surprise mentioned in Warm It Up session? If so, let me see you put them in the comments. What is your favorite popular Jamaican expression of surprise? And to the Ghanaians who might be on here now or later, this is a question that I want to know. Is Jamaican patois similar to Twi or Chi? I think that's the pronunciation. Also, did you learn any new words from this week's lesson? And if so, what is that new word? And also, I'm putting this out to any Jamaicans also who might come across this video and has watched it to this far. What is your favorite Anansi and Brother Tukuman story? Let me know. I'm trying to get back into that groove of remembering a lot of these stories. I know a few, but I want to see if I can hear about all the others that other people know about. So we'll move on to the next slide, which is give me more brata. And give me more brata means something extra, and that's in patois. And me understand say the Akan people them of Ghana have a great influence on the Jamaican patois. And it's not only the Akan people alone. There are others there, and others from Nigeria also, which I will definitely talk about in the coming lessons. But for now, I'm focusing on Akan because there's so many on history on the Akan people, but there are others. There are many others that I will also bring out in these lessons. Um, so let me know more about the Akan language and people in the comment section. The thing about it is, I'm reading through Wikipedia and other areas that I can find information on. These information might not be correct, so I'm just trying to find out more directly from people to compare my knowledge and what I've learned through these media. Also, and we can't left out Brian, Nancy, and Tukuman this week. Share some of your very own best known Anansi stories. And um, where you are right now in the diaspora, also share your food. I need to hear the names of food and Yusabi, which in Kromanti or deep patois means you understand. And this comes the end of this lesson number 6. Hope to join you next week with lesson number 7. And I want to again say thank you to the Amamansons Network, which includes Acusia. Thank you very much. And to you, the viewers, I want to say thank you. Have a nice week, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye bye.